Greetings and welcome to the Spiritual Awareness Journey program, a virtual spiritual talk platform where the practical application of all things spiritual in our daily living is shared and discussed by experienced speakers and from all walks of life, as well as by our special guests who are realized souls called Mahatmas. This program is brought to you by Manav Dharam YouTube channel. I'm your host, Uttam Giri from Kathmandu, as my colleague Darshana is not feeling well. So it's my privilege to be here in this wonderful platform. So from all around the world, so to spend this precious moment with us as we address this episode topic, the crown of creation. We humans are a part and partial of this magnificent creation. From the tiniest particle known as Planck to the cosmos, with its universe and trillions of galaxies. We all, as human here on Earth, have the potential to observe, experience, express, and share with us our understanding and achievements through our many arts, traders, talents, and skills by learning about, studying, and copying nature. We create communities and build civilizations with laws and order. And through our inventions, we facilitate our stay here on Earth. Like right now, we are still in the comfort of our home, connected with everyone present from different parts of the world on this spiritual talk platform, attending this spiritual awareness journey program virtually. All this due to the creative imaginations of us humans with the scientific discoveries, producing inventions and products, which have been changing our ways of living. With one incredible gift that is the basic foundation of creation, spirituality. We humans can learn about the spiritual revelations found in the oldest of the holy scriptures, all narrating about the encounters of the divine within us humans. In these stories, they also say that we are created in God's likeness. And as the spiritual beings, we can know ourselves and a divine source. We can go within and connect with that divine essence, which all is manifesting from. And our distinguished panel, Dr. Jyoti Sharma, and our special guest speaker, Mahatma Suvidya Baiji, will elaborate on the beautiful aspect of us humans seen as the crown of creation. As the spiritual being, we humans, through the spiritual knowledge, have the ability to commune with the divine within and forge a true connection with our own spirit, our own original spiritual source. And by achieving the highest state of consciousness, we can start a practical spiritual awareness journey. And we all humans belonging to this one race, the human race, by raising our vibration to the most positive, most high, and most vibrant state, can achieve the true purpose, a spiritual enlightened world, and peace, joy, contentment, and bliss will region. We are delighted to start a 45 minutes program, and the Spiritual Awareness Journey team will be recording this program that will be available on the Manav Dharam YouTube channel with subtitles. Soon after, a question answer session will be at the end of both the presentations. The chat box is open for your questions. Please do use the chat box only for your questions to the speakers. Thank you so much in advance. And we are ready to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Jyoti Sharma. Dr. Jyoti Sharma was born in India. She attended the University of Delhi and received her Master of Arts degree, her Master of Philosophy and Doctorate in Philosophy. Dr. Sharma was selected by the Government of India as visiting professor abroad in 2019 and is currently serving the University of Zagreb in Croatia as visiting professor to the Department of Indology. We are delighted to have Dr. Jyoti Sharma with us today. And here now, Dr. Jyoti Sharma. Thank you.
Namaskar to all who are connected with this 21st episode of Spiritual Awareness Journey from all around the world. First of all, I would like to welcome you all on this platform where we will discuss the given topic, Crown of Creation. In the starting, I would like to open this topic a little bit, that who is the crown of creation? How it is possible to be a crown of creation, how you can put real crown on your creation, what is this creativity, why it is important in life, and how this creativity gives you the real crown of creation. Actually, God gave us the birth on this earth in different forms, in different places, and in different situations. God made animals, birds, trees, and human beings. But out of all, human is the best creativity of God. Because as a human being, we have a power to move, to feel, to express, to see, to get knowledge, to think, to discuss, and to create. In the Bible, also, it is mentioned that God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. So, with this statement, it is proved that human beings are the crown of creation. Now, the second question comes that how it is possible to be a crown of creation. For this, we all have received these special powers and potentials by the God. It's a God gift to all of us. But the only thing is this, that we need to open our gift boxes to enjoy it and to utilize it. Human beings has the potential to remember, to imagine, to transform ourselves, others, and society in our lifetime. We can explore the universe with man, build machineries, and through spiritual meditation. We can go within and commune with the divine presence abiding within us. We can realize the self and traverse the inner verse, indeed, to experience humanity in this magnificent human temple is a blessed grace on our soul. We all have experienced this in past 2 years. The tough time came for the all humanity, but human beings were able to fight against it with all collective positive ideas and powers. We witnessed that through Skype, WhatsApp, Google, Zoom, or other social media platforms and necessary machines, we were and still we are able to continue with work, our life, and everything. So these all machine and social media platforms created by human beings, they were available before also. But during this period, we realized the importance of this all communication modes and the social media platforms. And we utilized all these platforms in a positive manner. So humans has potential to create machine, big buildings, bridges, and every positive things and every possible things on this earth, but they need good direction. And for this good direction, this good direction can come only through spirituality and through meditation. I want to share with all of you one of my own experience. As mentioned, that currently I'm working in associated with the Croatia University of Zagreb. So I posted in Croatia in 2019, and after 1 year of my service, suddenly the situation changed, and I realized that it is not possible for my family to come here from India to meet me or stay with me, and I don't know that when I will be able to go back to India and I can meet with them. I literally started feeling a kind of stress and depression. But I was lucky enough that through Manav Dharma online discussion programs and meditation session, I was able to find back the balance in my professional and personal life. Meditation and spiritual discussions are an essential parts of our lives to feel that really we are the crown of creation. Through meditation, we can meet with ourselves. Spirituality teaches us the true human values, which are most important in human life. So important that people are and should be ready to sacrifice almost anything to live with their values. Honesty, honesty, integrity, love, and happiness are some of the end values or destination values that human beings seek to attain, practice, and live with. And spirituality helps us, teaches us, and give continuous practice to us and remind us that why we came here on this earth. We all human, and why we all human beings are called the crown of creation. In Nelson Mandela's words, I want to quote Nelson Mandela: love and compassion are necessities, not luxury. Without them, humanity cannot survive. And to feel that, and to feel and to share that love and happiness, we need to understand the creativity, that what is creativity. So now I would like to turn this topic on another 180 degree. In the first half, I discussed that who is the crown of creation. But now I want to discuss with all of you that how this creativity is important in human life and how this creativity makes us the crown of creation. Because we all received birth on this earth, but our potential, our creativity, how we utilize this energy, what we have received by God, that makes us, that gives us the identity, that leaves the footprints after us and when we are living our life at that time. In various stands of learning sciences, we consider creation as one of the highest form of thinking skills. We recall, synthesize, apply, experience all the knowledge we hold while we are in the process of creation. As a human, we also have the potential and responsibility of creating in a human way. To understand and realize this responsibility is a stepping stone for the understanding that we are crown of creation. Human, which was used as a synonym for kind until 18th century, has evolved into a much larger way, looking at our decisions, choices, and life patterns. So now, if we discuss that what is creativity actually, so creativity is defined as a tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communicating with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. There are three types of creativity: combinational, exploratory, and transformational creativity. And we use, actually, I want to give, there are few examples of creativity: making connections, asking questions, making observations, networking, and experimenting. And spirituality and meditation gives us the answer. It connects us with all kinds of these parts of creativity. Because as a human being, when we came on this earth, so when a child born, he is connected with one thread, which we call nabhinal, one connection, which we can see when a child born, that there is a connection between mother and a baby, and that connection is given by God. And that kind of a similar connection we receive by the God, which is a connection between human being and between the God. But we forget that connection when we are living this normal life. And only spirituality and meditation give us back that connection. It makes us back that connection, and it make realize to us that we are connected with the God. We are a part of that God with that ultimate energy. And this spirituality, when we go into the path of the spirituality, first of all, we have a lots of question in front of us. Why we came on this earth? What is the importance of this human body? What we have to do with this life? What is the goal of the life? So we ask question. We actually start asking question with ourselves. And when we sit in the meditation, sometimes we feel, as I shared my experience with all of you, that when this period started in 2020, and I was during that time I was alone in Zagreb, and I was under a stress and many negative ideas. And with this platform, I started sitting continuously every day in meditation. And when you sit in the meditation, many questions automatically they come in your mind, that why you came in this world, what is the goal of your life, and what you will leave after this your life, why you are collecting so many things in your life. And when you go deeper and deeper in your experience of meditation, you also receive answer. You receive answer from the same place, but you need regular practice, you need patience, you need more connection within yourself. And then this spirituality, this meditation gives you the answer. It gives you the answer that as a human being, because in the other form of living being, nobody is able to receive the knowledge. None other form of the living being is able to discuss about the goal of life. They are just living their life. But as a human being, we are able to ask questions. We are able to understand the importance of this life. We are able to achieve the goal of this human life. And when we sit in the meditation, when we connect ourselves with the spiritual discussion continuously, we receive this answer within us that the goal of this human life is to understand ourselves, to connect ourselves with that ultimate energy from where we came. So while we are living this life, in this world, sometime we forget ourselves. We are working for everything. We are working for our workplace. We are working for family. We are working for our friends. We are working for everything. But sometimes we forget ourselves. We forget that who we are. So the journey starts from here, from within. And for that, we need to connect ourselves with that ultimate energy. And spirituality helps us. And in that way, spirituality is making us more creative. It is making us more productive. It is making us more understanding, not only for us, but also for this whole world. And we feel ourselves that after, if we connect ourselves with this spirituality, if we go more deeper in our meditation, if we understand ourselves more, if we learn how to surrender ourselves, how to surrender our egos, if we understand how to share, if we understand that how to share the happiness and love, how to spread the happiness and love, and they are the most important part of this life as a human being. So if we learn that all things, we feel that when we are going back with this learning, even in our workplace, or in our society, or in our families, we realize this thing, that we are completely different. We are more creative. We are more productive. People, they listen us. They feel more connected with us. So in this way, spirituality is meditation, and this meeting with ourselves is making us more creative. It's making us more creative. Now I want to discuss that what is the importance of this creativity, what we are discussing today. Now, because I turned this topic on another 180 degree, that now I am sharing with all of you that how this creativity makes us the crown of this creation, why this creates. So now I want to emphasize also on the importance of this creativity. Actually, creativity allows us to view and solve problems more openly and with innovation. Creativity opens the mind. A society that has lost touch with its creative side is an imprisoned society. In that, generation of people may be closed-minded. It broadens our perspective and can help us overcome prejudices. And the 5 components of creativity are expertise, imaginative thinking skills, a venturesome personality, and motivation. And how do you develop your creativity? You can develop your creativity, learn through collaboration. Curiosity will lead you to creativity. Do something you love. Find inspiration from other industries. Unplug or just do nothing sometime. Walk, set the right mood. Use the 6 thinking hats technique. Ask for advice or feedback. When you sit in meditation and when you connect yourself with the spirituality, these all components, which are the component to develop your creativity, automatically they come in your personality. Because when you sit in meditation and when you learn the spirituality, when you go deeper in yourself, then you learn how to collaborate within, because the journey starts from you. So when you start collaborating with yourself, then automatically this collaboration comes outside and you start collaborating with other people also. That's why I already mentioned that when you sit in meditation, when you connect yourself with this awareness journey, spiritual awareness journey, maybe you find that this journey is slow. Maybe you find that this journey, sometimes you feel you have so many questions that, oh my God, when I will receive the answer of my question, when I will achieve my goal in my life, whatever I have, maybe this journey can be slow. But this journey slowly, it is creating something inside, and it is digging inside, and it's creating a kind of collaboration where you can meet with yourself. You collaborate with yourself first, and that digging, that creation, when it comes outside, when you go outside in the world with that beautiful collaboration, with that beautiful creation which you find within, when you go with that outside in the world, people, they find you beautiful, they find you different, they find you really calm. Because nowadays we can see that in the work everybody is busy, everybody is stressed, everybody has so much pressure, and sometimes we forget that who we are. Sometimes we don't have time to see ourselves. So this meditation gives us the opportunity to connect with ourselves. And when we connect with ourselves, then that connection, that collaboration, that unity, that power, that energy it also floats outside. And people outside at workplace, at in society, in family, everybody, they can feel it. The second component which I discussed to improve our creativity is do something you love. So what we love most? If somebody asks us, what do you love most? The answer is very simple, that I love myself. Everybody, they love themselves most. We are feeding ourselves, we are dressing ourselves, we are buying something for ourselves, we are uh, you know decorating ourselves, we are having friends to have fun. But what we are doing for this soul through which we are alive, through which we are able to enjoy this world, through which we are able to have friends or to have fun in this life, what we are doing for that? So the spirituality and the spiritual awareness journey actually connects you with that logical point, that you love yourself, but kindly find that point in your life, that the energy which makes you alive, you have to take care of that energy also. So kindly do meditation, find yourself within you, and then kindly start exploring yourself. And then if you explore, yes, you're within, then you will enjoy the outer world in completely different manner, and you will be a completely different person for this whole world. You will be more creative, you will be more energetic, you will be more positive person, not only for yourself but for the whole universe. The third point I discussed, the third component, how to improve your creativity, is find inspiration from others. So we all see that as a human being, we all know, and I want to say that we really have to accept this thing, that we all have some kind of an ego in our life on different stages. Sometimes at workplace, in family, in friends, we see the comparisons, the egos, and sometimes we have hesitation, that, oh my God, how I can learn from this person, how I can how I can be this person can say something to me, how he or she can teach to me. We have hesitation to learn or to accept or to receive something from someone. So meditation and spirituality teaches us one lesson, to surrender, because when we go deeper within ourselves, we learn that we are nothing. We are the part of that ultimate energy. We are the part of that ultimate energy. We are just a small particle of that ultimate energy. And that's why whatever we are doing in this earth, whatever we are serving to the others, that is not going by our hand. It means that we are just the doer, but we need to surrender it in the hands of God, in the feet of lotus, in the lotus feet of God, because he is the ultimate creator. So with this, I just want to come on the conclusion point, that from where we started, that the topic of today's discussion, crown of creation. So the human beings are the crown of creation, and God gave us this creativity, but we need to understand our creativity, and we can understand our creativity only when we learn how to surrender ourselves in the lotus feet of God. And when we go deeper in ourselves, when we go deeper to meet ourselves, when we do meditation every day, we find ourselves. So in that way, we will be more creative, and we earn the crown, the real crown, or through creation, through our creation. Because the other creatures on this earth, they are they doesn't have the same potential or the same power as human beings they received. So this is the biggest opportunity that God has given us, and we need to utilize this with the great combination of outer world and the inner energy. We all are busy to uh, to enjoy this outer world, but we need to go to learn and to meet with this inner world, so that we can be the real crown of creation, or we can uh, earn the real crown of creation by God. So with these words, I really thanks to all of you for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences with everyone. And I am really thankful for your patience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jyoti Sharma, for your insightful experiences. And really, I don't have words to express my feelings. The each and every word that you portrayed out here was very, very meaningful and insightful. Really, if a person can understand the beauty of life and if he could enter the kingdom of heaven, then he will realize the crown of creation. Definitely, this human being has been regarded as a crown of creation, and which has been declared as one of the most beautiful creation in the world is human being. Why? There's a big question why. Why this human being has been regarded as a crown of creation? Because it is the only human form where a person can see the light of God within himself and enter the kingdom of heaven. Definitely, what a beautiful experiences. Definitely, the audience and everyone, those who are in this platform, have definitely understood something about the beauty of life and beauty of getting this human life. Thank you so much, Dr. Jyoti Sharma. We are now honored to present you our special guest of the day, Mahatma Suvidya Baiji. Mahatma Suvidya Baiji is an enlightened saint from Haridwar, India. She is a disciple of spiritual master Sri Satpalji Maharaj, the spiritual head of Manav Dharam organization. She has successfully provided spiritual enlightenment for the past 2 decades in the various parts of India, Kenya, South Africa, Canada, and Australia. Her mission is to uplift the soul of men by rendering spiritual discourses on the essence of all scriptures and teachings, meditation, and yoga plus parents. It is a great privilege to be in the presence of Mahatma Suvidya Baiji today, as she will share with us her deep and personal spiritual understanding and experiences of the beautiful topic, the crown of creation. Without further delay, here now, Mahatma Suvidya Baiji. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we are together on our spiritual awareness journey. This being the last episode of the year 2021. Thank you, Jyoti ji and Darshana ji. In today's journey, we will have more insight on men, a crown of creation. Crown is a circular ornamental used by a monarch as a symbol of authority. Crown symbolize for power, victory, or something higher than ordinary. So when man possesses an incredible status, a crown of creation, then definitely men must have something extraordinary than anything other living being on the earth. The uniqueness of a human life is being glorified in the various scriptures of the world. Bible says, God created man in his own image. In the image of God, man was created, and man become a living soul. Ramcharitmanas says, the soul which has a human body is extremely fortunate. It is an instrument to achieve liberation. According to the creation story of Vishnu Puran, The first thing to manifest at the beginning of creation is cosmic thought. From that cosmic thought emanated all plants, animals, and the inanimate things in the universe. Everything about nature, planetary movements, or the activity within each atom is perfectly timed and orderly. A wonderful and unseen force is alive and active through each one of us. Marvel of the supreme energy we see in the living creatures like the sailfish. The sailfish swims at the speed of 109 km per hour. A cat's eyes offer her more than a 270 degree of sight in 3 dimensions. There is amazing ability in some of animals and bird species of homecoming back after migration. Spider cobweb silk has a greater tensile strength than any other alloy of steel in same weight. There are creatures that can fly in the skies, remain underwater in the ocean bed for months, run faster, jump longer distance, can see miles away, communicate with each other over long distance in low frequencies, retain memories of odor and smell over long period, etc. Although animal excess in many of their ability as compared to human, but the human is regarded as the crown of creation. The primary reason is the potential given human to realize the divinity within. Man has the capability to use his intellect and wisdom and work towards a goal. The only virtuous action, the difference between a human being and animal, is that a human being can receive the knowledge of God. In the case of animals, they may run faster, jump higher, swim faster, sense smell and direction. But when it comes to breaking the cycle of karma, it is only human that possess this potential. Animals are a passive existence. Cow gives milk, but won't see a cow cooking milk pudding kheer. A human life, on the other hand, is an active existence. Men can do actions and suffer or enjoy the consequences of their actions too. Human form is regarded as the most precious creation of God. Let's have a look into the uniqueness of this life. Human is consisting of 3 bodies. First is a gross body, second is a causal body, and the third one is the subtle body. We find amazing revelation of God's miracle when we look at the anatomy of human body. The human body has more nerve than all the rivers in the world. The body has more power at its disposal than an electricity company. Human life is a precious gift from the creative intelligence of God. All scientific miracles have their origin in the human brain. Neurologists say that an average brain has about 15 billion neurons, but we use only 1/10 of them. Human brain is also a marvel of a creation. No computer or server can store and exchange so much information in such a small space in the human brain. There is intelligence in the immune system and in the digestive system as well. The human DNA is like a giant storybook. There are trillion cells and each cells are blueprint of our life. If we examine our physical body, it is a 24/7 living miracle. Each organ and system works in perfect harmony. The human eye is itself an amazing organ which no camera can match even today. The function of human brain is the most complex object in the known universe. The brain can hold 5 times the information found in encyclopedia. Second body is a causal body. Causal body consists of mind, intellect, and ego. In today's time, human life excels around the mind. I would like to share some amazing fact of mine. Sir John Axel explained that the mind of an individual is separate from the physical brain because a conscious will is required before any neurological activity is registered in the brain. This means brain is a distinct organ in the human body, while the mind or consciousness is an immaterial, separate living entity. Mind can easily connect both with matter to things or planes that are subtle like music and emotions and go beyond to experience of sublime energy. Mind is actually faculty of spirit, existing in a non-physical dimension, which is attuning to the brain. With the concentration of mind, a person gets mental power, and that can make anything impossible possible. When the mind is concentrated, it has access to boundless energy. All our material conveniences like TV, computer, aircraft, and telephone, so on, are miracle of mind. There are numerous examples of the mind power in our history, like Mirabai. Great devotee Mirabai was given a cup of poison and told it was Lord Krishna's prasad. Her mental power was so focused. Then as she drank the poison, it turned into nectar. Another story of a devotee Prahlad, whose father commanded him to embrace a red-hot pillar. He focused his mind on the God and in the state of concentration hugged the pillar. Lord Narasimha, half man and half animal form, manifested from the pillar to protect him. There is an unfathomed power in the concentration of mind. Now, the subtle body. Jesus says, the kingdom of God is within you. And this kingdom is situated in our subtle body. It is in the realm of our soul or consciousness. The field of consciousness or soul is beyond the realm of physical science. The self in each one of us and the universal self are one in the essence. Once the living links with God revived through spiritual master, man regains God consciousness instead of body consciousness. Spirituality says that all the mysteries of the world are stored in the global brain, and the right brain has the ability to decode the same. Right brain is in a touch with the cosmic intelligence. Another very amazing organ is the pineal gland. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna called it as a Divya Netra, and in Buddhism call it as a third eye. Third eye is a place where we get orders or intuitions from the global brain. It is also spoken as the gate that lead within us to inner realms and space of higher consciousness. In spirituality, the third eye symbolized as a state of enlightenment. Seers develop the capacity to utilize their third eye for spiritual upliftment. The primary functions of pineal gland are direct perception, self-mastery, intuitions, imagination, and visualization. A fully activated pineal gland allows us to have access to mystic vision, to the spiritual world, to the world tree, and the Akashic record, where all the knowledge of the age is stored. Bible says, God is light, and in him there is no darkness. And if thy eye be single, the whole body shall be filled with light. Through third eye, one can experience the blissful spiritual light. Spiritual master imparts the knowledge of soul and activate third eye. Once the spiritual channel opens up, a meditator has an amazing spiritual experiences within. And for that, Sant Brahmananji says, our head is round like an empty inverted well. Inside the well, there is a wonderful lamp which glows with the divine word in the center. This lamp burns constantly without oil or wick 24/7. There is self-generating unstuck music which resonate in a man when consciousness reverts back to source for pure consciousness. And there is a well of living water called nectar. Lord Rama says, Bade bhagya manus tan pava. Fortunate soul receives human life. Even deities are looking forward to have human life. This is an instrument to achieve freedom or salvation. Humans have a potential to realize the energy of God. When the connection established with a cosmic intelligence, man lives a high quality of life. As the seeds has a potential to turn into a tree, if it gets proper environment like manure, water, and sun. In the same way, human has a potential to become godlike if he receives spiritual knowledge and meditate diligently with spiritual disciplines. The soul, which is the spark of life, which connect each one of us with universal life. And the goal of the soul in evolution is merging into the divine of inner self. And this brings about freedom from the cycle of rebirth. The essence of life is to be able to see ourselves in all beings and all beings in ourselves. Liberation from the world is not abandoning the world, but merging the consciousness in truth and living in this world, becoming all encompassing. A bus or car will take us to our house, to our destination, but the car or bus itself is not destination. Human body is a vehicle, but need to understand the aim of human life. In spirituality, life is an opportunity to do our best and evolve our consciousness for a larger cause. And that's why Lord Rama urged mankind that do not waste your precious human life only in eat, drink, and make merry, or only behind material pleasures. The purpose of human life is not just for material achievements. To make human life successful, one has to get freedom from slavery of mind and ego. One has to evolve above the duality of the world and to become one with the absolute. So as Guru Arjun Dev Ji said that human birth is the only opportunity when we can meet a perfect master who will guide us in our spiritual journey to salvation. It is imperative, therefore, that the precious life is not wasted by strong attachment with the material world. We are very fortunate to have this human form and spend time meditating on the name of God. This form is the only earmark medium to realize God with our love and eventually merge with Him. This golden opportunity to know God is received by His grace, and thus we must not fritter away time and energy in fruitless pursuit of this world. You were born with potential. I would like to conclude with a quote from Rumi that you were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with the wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Now I will conclude my speech and see you again in the 2022. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Baiji, for your insightful experiences. Definitely, dear friends, we are addicted to the physical world and we are addicted to the physical acquaintances of life. But the sages and the masters have urged the human beings to be addicted of yourself. Just go within and find the beautiful place. The moment you enter the kingdom of heaven, the immense happiness and immense potential is within yourself. And if you believe the creation, excuse me, if you believe the creation, you should believe the creator also. And we live in this beautiful creation, but so sad, very unfortunate that we have not been able to search the creator. And he's not that much far away. In an inch, he's within us. And to speculate to that creator, we must go within. So my dear friends, what a beautiful moment, what a beautiful human life we have received. But day by day, we are getting older and day by day, the days are passing by. So I don't know when that days will come that we will knock our own heart and will search the creator. Thank you so much, Baiji, for your wonderful, insightful experiences. As we have some time left, the chat box is open for questions for the audience, for our speakers. And meanwhile, we will address these questions received via email to Mahatma Suvidya Baiji. Baiji, there's one question that we have received. The question is, what is enlightenment? Thank you, Baiji.
Okay, enlightenment is our natural state of being. When we see ourselves as the source behind all, it is about becoming liberated from those parts in us that not align with our natural state of being. It is about surrendering to truth. So enlightenment is to know our true self, our soul, and live with that experience that is enlightenment. And it says that when we experience, then we after that the change or the transformation take place, and he said that we start to think about that we need to decide if we are going to move in the direction of love forgiveness, and spirituality, or to stay with judgment and fear. We are all beautiful, peaceful, loving, and compassionate whole being in the union with a loving, deeply interconnected world. We are life itself, and our potential uh, live and be in a oneness with the universal awareness and the unconditional love from the universal awareness. So enlightenment is all about to know our this energy form soul and uplift ourselves to connect with the universe.
Thank you, Baiji. Thank you very much. Dear friends, we have now reached the end of our program and wish to thank you so much for your questions, those who have placed the questions. Our heartiest thank you to Dr. Jyoti Sharma and Mahatma Suvidya Baiji for the time shared here with us for their insightful answers. You can also reach our speakers by sending them an email at spiritualawarenessjourney@gmail.com with your questions. We wish to thank our speakers, special guest Mahatma Suvidya Baiji and Dr. Jyoti Sharma for such an inspiring and uplifting programs. This episode has truly illustrated why we humans are regarded as the crown of creation. Definitely, our questions might have rises in your mind, and definitely I am sure that there'll be lots of questions in the mailbox, because my dear friends, the moment you ask the questions and moment you feel like I should ask some questions in this topic, then definitely there'll be some changes in your life as well. So, and our speakers have also eloquently expounded about the spiritual knowledge through which we indeed can know the true image of God. We are created and be our own spiritual awareness journey. All the previous episodes of Spiritual Awareness Journey Season 1 and 2 are now available on our Manav Dharam YouTube channel, where you can enjoy the many of our spiritual topics discussing the different spiritual aspects and practical applications of spirituality in our daily lives. I wish to thank each of you for your presence here today on the Spiritual Talk program. And our next Spiritual Awareness Journey program will be held on the second Saturday of the new year. Dear friends, please note the date. The second Saturday of the new year, January 8th. Our episode 22 will be on the topic life's purpose, the purpose of life, which will be one of the most interesting topic. A topic many of us have questions, are still wondering about what is a purpose. So please do mark this date on your calendar and join our experienced panel as they elaborate on the purpose of a human life in the new year on January 8th, 2022. Feel free to drop your note with your comments, and if you have any queries for guest questions, please email us at spiritualawarenessjourney@gmail.com. Check the email address in the chat box. Thank you all, especially our speakers, Dr. Jyoti Sharma and Mahatma Suvidya Baiji, for their wonderful sharing on this topic. Thank you all again for joining today. This episode video will be available with subtitles on the Manav Dharam YouTube channel very soon, and feel free to share it with everyone. Thank you to your sponsor, Manav Dharam YouTube channel. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season and a prosperous and a happy new year. I'm your host for today, Uttam Giri from Kathmandu, and from all of us, the Spiritual Awareness Journey team, wishing you a blessed, enlightened, and happy new year. Mark your calendar for the next episode, 22nd episode on January 8th, 2022. Topic, life's purpose. Our best wishes, many thanks. See you next year. Thank you very much and good night.